It's been 2 weeks since our mom was taken. We still have hope to whoever has her or knows where she is. It's never too late.
The president has weighed in on this, most recently threatening the kidnappers, these potential kidnappers, with the death penalty if Nancy is not returned alive.
Like, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell to get notifications. Anytime I go live or make a video, make sure you still subscribe to this channel, like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Let's get into this. Let me get to Savannah Guthrie. Just quick updates. Nothing major. Couple updates. They made some arrests over the weekend, detentions over the weekend. They did a little SWAT hits. They claim they found a glove. Let's get into it real quick, because I only got about an hour left. Roll the clip. This is her new video. Roll it.
I wanted to come on and it's been 2 weeks since our mom was taken, and I just wanted to come on and say that we still have hope and we still believe. And I wanted to say to whoever has her or knows where she is, that it's never too late. And you're not lost or alone. And it is never too late to do the right thing. And we are here. And we believe. And we believe in the essential goodness of every human being.
All right.
And it's never too late.
That's what she said. You know, let me just give my opinion on this. I know that she's a woman. I know that women are sensitive and her mother's involved. I kind of think at this point, it would be no do the right thing. Is that we're coming for you. You had your chance. We're coming for you. Because I think she know at this point her mother's probably not alive. It would be an absolute miracle if her mother's alive. She don't have any medications, anything like that. She's been gone for 2 or 3 weeks. No proof of life. It's a bad situation. We're coming for you. We gave you an opportunity to put yourself out there. Now I'm coming for you. I will find you, and I will murder you. Is what I would say. I would say that, not her. I would say that. I'm going to find you, and I'm going to do you in. The worst I can think about, I'm going to do it to you. Don't come coming to the police now, because I'm going to find you. I don't know, man. They would just let me get off the camera, because I'm going to say something crazy. I'm not being nice to you. I'm not talking nothing. I don't care no more. You did my mama like that. I got to get you. I'm pretty sure I have a good, decent case in court. I can plead insanity or something. I'm finna smoke you like a brisket when I catch you, and I'm gonna do everything I think in the world to you. Or I'm gonna find somebody to do it. I got money. Find somebody to do it to you. I just want them to send me a video of what happened. Just send me evidence. Okay, there you go. Send it to me on WhatsApp. Don't send it on Freedom Chat. Send it on WhatsApp.
Let's be honest. The math just ain't adding up lately between the grocery stores and those skyrocketing insurance premiums. Even with the steady job, more families are being forced to rely on high-interest credit cards to cover expenses. If you're a homeowner caught in the cycle, carrying balances with interest rates in the 20s or even 30s, it's time to get some relief. Right now, mortgage rates are at a 3-year low, and my friends at American Financing are helping homeowners pay off that high-interest debt at rates in the low 5s. Their salary-based mortgage consultants don't just push loans. They build exit strategies from debt. On average, they've saved their customers $800 a month. Plus, if you start today, you may even delay the next 2 mortgage payments. There are no upfront fees or obligations to find out how much you can save. America's home for home loans is American Financing. Call today, 866-889-8010. That's 866-889-8010 or AmericanFinancing.net/Tatum. All right, let me get to another clip. This is a young lady. I think this young girl is in Phoenix, Tucson. I think I follow her on social media, or she just be breaking stories. I don't remember which one it is, but she's pretty good. Roll the clip.
Hi guys, we are now able to independently confirm some new information in the Nancy Guthrie investigation. This is from an inside source that is now reportable. I want to take you through the new information we've learned. We can now report investigators now believe this was a burglary gone wrong. We've interviewed multiple experts.
Time out. I just want to put it out there that this is what I projected or believed from the beginning. I never thought it was a ransom situation. It's too many other elements to it. So that confirms one of the things I said initially. Roll it.
Since this began, who also said based on the evidence, the surveillance video, and other aspects of this case that they also believed this was not an intended kidnapping. As for Friday night's operations, law enforcement activity, we can now report from our inside source that DNA evidence is currently being tested that was found from that Range Rover at the scene outside Culver's. You could see when investigators were there, they put up a tarp that they were doing some sort of investigative work there. And last but probably most important, the widespread belief by investigators tonight is that Nancy Guthrie could be alive. We'll keep you up to date as we learn more. We are working on many things behind the scenes, but again, tonight, big updates. They believe this was a burglary gone wrong. DNA evidence is being tested from the Range Rover, and the widespread belief by investigators is that Nancy Guthrie could be alive. Stick with us. We'll bring you the very latest as we learn more.
Now, let me just throw this out there. I think that law enforcement officers and stuff would like to give the family hope and everything. I hope that she's alive, to be honest. It don't hurt me for her to be alive. I hope the lady alive. She didn't deserve what happened to her. I don't believe she deserved what happened to her. I don't know what her relationship with God is, but, that's not, just, let her live, man. She 80-something. Why don't let that lady finish her life off? Y'all playing, doing stupid stuff. I hope these people get the death penalty for what they did to this lady. I don't care if it's a burglary gone wrong. You shouldn't be burglaring right nobody's house anyway. Put them to death. But anyway, I think that the authorities are probably a little more optimistic to give a little bit of morale boost. But I can't imagine that somebody did this to her. If it's a burglary gone wrong, you don't kidnap people in a burglary. You slap a lady in the head, blindfolded, and run out of there. You're not going to hold somebody's person or body when you just came there to burglarize. And they say it's a burglary gone wrong where the guy had a full backpack. So what was he going to put in the backpack? Air? So I'm a little skeptical of some of the narrative, but it's okay. Let's run through this real quick. Trump's message to the alleged kidnapper, which we know is not a kidnapper, but Trump, I guess, is got a message. Roll it.
The president has weighed in on this, most recently threatening the kidnappers, these potential kidnappers, with the death penalty if Nancy is not returned alive. How long do you think this massive allocation of resources can continue?
That is a really good question. So we have a community of over 1 million people in Pima County. One of the reasons I think it's a good idea to shift the investigative lead fully to the FBI is because there are other things going on that detectives here in Pima County need to be addressing for other criminal activity. Other aspects of the community need their help too, and that goes for the FBI and others. So is it important to apply resources like this to this particular case? Of course, but it is also important to do that in a balanced way that doesn't completely neglect a lot of other community concerns, criminal activity, and other issues like that. So I think it's important that we do this in a balanced fashion.
All right.
I don't know if I agree with him on that. It's their jurisdiction, their prosecution. Unless it's cross interstate lines, the Pima County Sheriff need to deal with it. They have enough resources. They can use resources from local authorities. They can use some resources from DPS. They can use some resources from Tucson Police. They could actually use Tucson Police Crime Lab. So there's ways that the municipality and local authorities can work together. It does not necessarily mean they need the FBI involved. I don't think that that's a good spend of federal dollars either. This is a local incident. And the thing is that the only reason it's getting as much love is because it's a famous person, which is not fair. I'm glad they're helping her, but it's not fair. Because if your mama get kidnapped or killed in a alleged burglary gone wrong, they not finna do all this for you. Ain't no FBI finna get involved. It's gonna be local police. And they're gonna slow roll your case with no resources. I mean, that's what's gonna happen. So I think that if you wanna measure what allocation of funds should be disseminated, I honestly believe that you have to be fair and be equal with everybody. The Pima County Sheriff's Department should be able to handle this and deal with this. It looks like they're concluding the case, a little bit of assistance from the FBI and the federal government, but they have to deal with this because if the person is found guilty, they're going to be charged on a local level. It is a murder case in this trial. Same thing in the Charlie Kirk trial. People want to act like the FBI is so heavily involved. They have some level of involvement because they needed to do some cross interstate lines type thing, but at the end of the day, it's a state crime, and it's going to be charged in Utah, and they're going to go to trial in Utah, and the person's going to be put to death or whatever based on Utah state law. So this is the same situation. So anyway, let's continue to go. There's an idea that there's gloves that have been left at the scene. There's a picture of it. When I did a little bit of research on this, there's a bunch of gloves that were left at the scene from investigators, which is kind of crazy to me. Because you should know better than to drop your glove just throw it on the ground at a crime scene. When you take your gloves off, you wrap them in each other, put it in your pocket. And then you discard it in your car or you discard it at the headquarters. You don't drop your own black gloves at a scene and nowhere near the scene. And I'm getting reports from my guy that said the glove was found a couple of miles away, which is one, but there was also gloves that were found at the scene that they wanted to evaluate, that some of them were investigators throwing their gloves at the scene. You don't want to do that. You don't want to contaminate the scene. You don't want any question about what's at the scene or not at the scene. They say that the gloves were found miles away. I think that probably is true, but it's kind of bizarre, Why would you have the gloves on and then go a few miles away and then throw the glove out so somebody can catch you instead of taking the glove and destroying it with the other glove? So it's kind of weird, but we'll go from there.